After you've recorded your PowerPoint presentation, you may want to produce your video without editing it. This is a good option if you don't have the time to edit your video, or if you want to get your video out to your audience quickly. If you select the Produce Your Recording option and click OK, this will take you directly to the production wizard within Camtasia Studio. If you've already edited your PowerPoint recording within Camtasia Studio, you can click on the Produce Video As link under the task list to open the same production wizard. There are 3 options on the first page of the production wizard to choose from, and we will focus on 2 of them for this tutorial: Production Presets and Recommend My Production Settings. Production presets are the fastest and easiest way to produce a video, while Recommend My Production Settings gives you a little bit more flexibility in terms of video dimensions and file size. At any time, you can utilize the table of contents at the left to jump directly to the production process you want to learn more about. Let's first take a look at the Production Presets option. By default, if your recording contains dimensions of 640 by 480 or greater, then the web preset will be selected. If you plan to share your produced video on a website, then leaving this preset selected is a good choice. If you want to post it to a blog, you pick the blog preset. If you want to share it as a Windows Media file, then you pick the Windows Media preset. It's really that simple. If you edited your PowerPoint recording in Camtasia Studio and chose a preset from the project settings, then the suggested option is to select the production preset that matches your editing preset. So, select the preset that fits your need and click Next. Alright, so on this page, name your project and choose a destination folder for saving. Click Next to view the final screen of the production wizard. This screen displays the recommended video and audio settings for your produced video. Click Finish to begin rendering your video. After rendering, the produced video will begin to play automatically in your web browser. Okay, now a different scenario. Let's say you finished your PowerPoint recording and chose to go directly into the production wizard and bypass the editing phase. What option would you choose now? Good question. If you see a production preset that matches your preferred destination, then this would again be your quickest route through production. Another option is to select Recommend My Production Settings. A wizard will guide you through the production process, giving you more choices and flexibility than the presets. So, let's choose this option and click Next to continue. Choose your destination on this page for how you plan to distribute your video with your intended audience. Maybe you want to publish your PowerPoint to your classroom website. So let's choose Web. If you look at the bottom of this window, you will notice some additional output options. If you would like to include a copy of your actual PowerPoint presentation for the learners to download, then place a check mark next to that option and browse to locate and attach the PowerPoint file. The PowerPoint file will then be available for download as part of the produced video. Click Next to continue. On this next page, select the video and audio content that is present on your timeline. For video content, I will check next to Includes Screen Recording and PowerPoint Recording. For audio content, I will place a check mark next to Voice Narration. Click Next to continue. On the next page, use these options to help you optimize for file size or video quality. If your PowerPoint recording contains little movement or no embedded video clips, then you don't need a very high frame rate to still get a decent video production. So if you reduce video quality to help with a smaller file size, the frame rate will be adjusted accordingly. You will have to experiment a little bit to find a compromise between file size and video quality that works best for your needs. Click Next to continue. Selecting your audio quality works the same way as video quality. If you want to have the best audio quality possible, then leave the slider all the way to the right. Make your choice and click Next. On this screen, you can choose a template for your video. For example, whether or not to include a TOC, which stands for Table of Contents. A table of contents is great for giving users a way to move quickly to a specific location in the video. The table of contents is based on the markers present on your timeline that either came from your PowerPoint slides or that were added manually during editing. Choose a theme for the control bar, such as Onyx, and then set the size or dimensions you want for producing your video. When everything looks good, click Next to continue. If you chose to use a table of contents template, then this next screen displays the entries that you added as markers on your timeline. You can rename any of these titles and remove check marks from any entries that you do not want to include in the table of contents. When finished, click Next. Give your video a name and select the location where you want to save it at. Then click Next. All of the production settings are displayed on this screen. For this example, the recommended video format is FLV or Flash Video. Oftentimes, PowerPoint recordings tend to be somewhat lengthy or may include embedded video clips, which are a couple reasons why the FLV format is recommended. If you want to change any of the options, you can click the Modify Settings button. Click Finish to produce your video. The video will render, which may take a few minutes depending on the length of your project. When rendering has finished, your video will be displayed in a browser window for you to view. You are now ready to share your produced video with your intended audience.